Today I'm going to be showing you a super broken method to make millions every single day in Roblox Fish. Now using this method, you'll be able to not only make a lot of cash, but also catch some pretty cool fish. So follow along with me as I show you how to get rich. But before we do get into it though, once we hit 110,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing some insane Robux giveaways. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. So if you want to win an insane amount of Robux, then make sure you smash that subscribe button. But with that being said, let's get straight into the most broken money farm in the entirety of Roblox Fish. So before we get started and actually catch any fish, there's a couple of things that you're going to want to do. So in this method, I'm going to be using the no life rod, and that is because it's essentially one of the fastest rods in terms of its lure speed, and that means we're going to catch a lot more fish than if we used a rod that had more luck, for example, like the Heavens rod. The lure speed of the no life rod is actually 90%, which compared to basically every other rod is actually insane. The only thing that does come close to it is the Rod of the Depths with 65% lure speed, but either way, the no life rod just wins. I mean, looking at everything else, it's crazy. Even the Heavens rod only has 30% lure speed. It's all a bit cheeks compared to the no life rod, so that's what we're going to be using today. The next thing you're going to want to do is get quantum on your no life rod, and this is by collecting exalted relics, which are a 1 in 2,000 chance from being fished up from anywhere, or a 1 in 800 chance of using the rod of the exalted one. Now that you have the rod setup that is going to work for this video, the bait you're going to want to use is rapid catches. Now this is going to ensure that every single time you go to cast your rod, it's an instant catch. And what I mean by that is, as soon as I walk up and cast my rod, I don't have to press the shake button at all. And as you can see, I'm going to be catching subspace fish, so I got a subspace red snapper here, and the subspace mutation multiplies the value of any fish by 5 times. So this is the entire setup we're going to want to be using. So that is already essentially part 1 to this whole video, the fishing setup. This is important, and this setup is going to work anywhere and make you quite a bit of money because A, it's fast, and B, it's going to catch you some cool mutated fish. What the no life rod also does is it has a 30% chance of catching any fish with the hexed mutation, which I'm not too sure about the multiplier in terms of its value, but either way it's going to multiply it by a fair bit. So 25% to be subspace and 30% to be hexed, you've got a 55% chance of catching a mutated fish, which is very, very good. So there are 2 spots that I'm going to recommend for you to ensure that you're making the most money, and the first one is going to be in the Ancient Isle, so let's head over there now. What I do recommend for you to make the most money possible is to download a macro for the game. Now to do this, I've got a tutorial up on my channel, and I'll leave this linked in the cards right now. This tutorial will show you how to run, install, set up, basically everything to do with this one macro that is going to allow you to fish overnight or just AFK in general, and this is how I've been able to get a lot of money. Okay, well maybe not right now, but in the past I've got a lot of money and without really having to put much effort in. But anyway, here we are, arrived at our first fishing spot. This is the Ancient Isles waterfall. Some of the fish you can expect to catch here include helicoprions, mosasaurus, as well as meg's fangs and meg's spines, which are all mythicals and will sell for quite a lot of money. So let's just do some fishing just to show how good this spot is. There we go, already a subspace fish. That's going to be 5 times the value of its original mutation, and it's just going to be fishing instantly. No shaking, no pressing any buttons other than just casting the rod, which is what makes this method so efficient and so effective in my opinion. Obviously the no life rod does have the piercing effect, as you can see there, so it's going to speed it up even more. It's one of the fastest fishing setups you can use. There you go, there's a hexed fish as well, so it's pretty common to get a mutated fish, which is going to boost your money like crazy. There's a hexed mullet, of course. There's a mythical, and it's going to be a hexed mosasaurus, which is going to multiply the value by quite a bit. Obviously the resilience on the no life rod isn't too great, but it's still manageable, especially with the piercing effect that's going to stun the fish and also make the progress speed go up even more. So it's not too terrible. There you go, it's just going to chop it up. Oh, it's a helicoprion, I'm stupid. There's a hexed version, super cool. The subspace version is also very cool. The subspace version of the helicoprion does sell for over 20,000 cash, which is just crazy. So if you AFK here, you're easily going to be making a lot of money. This is a massive fish. Oh, this is the Hyneria, I think it's called. It is indeed. So even though the no life rod does have reduced luck, you're fishing so quickly that it doesn't really matter as it all evens out anyway. There's a subspace starfish that looks quite sick. I can't really decide whether this spot is better or the one that I'll show you in a minute. I'll let you guys decide down in the comment. Here is a meg's fang or a spine. I can't remember which one's which. That's going to be a meg's spine. Very nice. There's a subspace something or other. But basically, as you can see, we're getting mutated fish nearly every other catch, which is super sick, and it's going to boost your money. Are there any other better fishing spots than this? I'm not sure. If you've got a good fishing spot, let me know down in the comments. I'm interested to see which is the best money-making spot in the entire game, because obviously I want to make a lot of money. These Aurora totems don't buy themselves. And even if you're not going to sell these fish, the way they look with their mutations is just really cool. So I'll probably hang on to quite a few of these and not sell them because they just look really cool. And I think the subspace mutation is easily by far the best mutation in the entire game. We'll just do a couple more catches here, why not? And then we'll get straight onto the next place that is great for getting money. There we go. There's a hexed Hyneria. Looks very cool. Last one then, that's going to be a normal Hyneria. So this is going to be option 1 of your fishing to get loads of money. Easily, it's one of the best in the entire game. So I definitely recommend it. Let's just take a look at some of the things we caught there. We got a subspace helicoprion. I got this earlier on. It does look very cool, and this does sell for 22,000 cash, which is crazy. Some other stuff we caught. There's some subspace stuff. Hexed helicoprion does look nice too. Look at this guy, little stupid face. So all in all, you can expect to be making at least $1 million every single night if you AFK using the macro that I linked, which is super good. $1 million a night is very good, but I think there might be somewhere just a tiny bit better. Let's get on the jet ski. So where we are heading right now is going to be Forsaken Shores, but not really Forsaken Shores. We're going to be going a bit further and heading to the Grand Reef. Now this is slightly limited time bestiary, but it does have a lot of great catches and a lot of really expensive fish, which is good. Things you can be expecting to catch from the Grand Reef include the Grand Reef Guardian and the Coral Emperor. But if you wanted to take it a bit further, we're going to head into the Atlantean Storm bestiary, and you can then catch the Void Angler and the Maelstrom Shark, both of which are going to be valuable too. So if we just head on around the right side of Forsaken Shores, any second now, there you go, there's the pop-up for the Grand Reef. I'm gonna have to zoom in for this because my graphics will go funny. So you could either fish here, which is going to give you the Grand Reef bestiary. Let's just do a bit here. Or what else you can do is fish in these small whirlpools here, which is going to allow you to catch the Atlantean Storm bestiary. So not all is bad. As you can see, it's super easy to get the mythicals here because there's such a small bestiary. Although again, the resilience is a bit like cheeks. But it's not necessarily bad though. It's still manageable, and even with a macro, it's manageable. There you go, 1 Grand Reef Guardian. There's a subspace and shiny. That's the something tuna, I feel like. Is it something tuna? Oh, parrotfish, yes. Sparkling subspace. That's really cool. What? I'm going to favorite that. I like that a lot. Oh, and I've fallen in. How on earth has this happened? So that would sell for a lot of money if I was going to sell it, but I'm not. There's the legendary in subspace and sparkling. What? What are the odds? I want to see how much that's going to sell for if we go back and appraise that, because that's crazy. Obviously, it's Night of the Luminous, so everything's going to be sparkling, but I'm interested to see how much that sells for, because that's really cool. That's really nice. Sparkling subspace Coral Emperor is sick. Another legendary. It's just so simple to catch the good fish, I tell you, bro. It's so easy and you're just gonna get rich. It's so great. I love making money. So obviously this is another fishing spot. Let's just go test out the Atlantean Storm and see how easy it is to get the legendary and the mythical there. Obviously this one's a bit less convenient because you have to stay on your boat and do the fishing, so it's not great, but there's the mythical first try and it's sparkling. What the heck? Oh, I love Night of the Luminous. It's so good. So this is going to be a subspace sparkling void angler. Really cool. On the first try too. This whole spot is crazy good, I tell you. It's really good. There you go. That's going to be the legendary straight after. The Atlantean Storm might be the best place. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really good. This is now going to be the Maelstrom Shark, I believe. There it is. Very nice. More subspace stuff. Bro, this method is crazy good. I don't know why I haven't been using this sooner, but it's so goated. Another legendary. Oh, this method is so good. What? I mean, even if it's just boosting your XP, it's gonna work. Like, but this is just a method that favors money over XP. If you wanted to be super good, then you'd probably go for oh my, what is this? You'd probably go for clever on the no life rod just to make it that much better for XP, because it would still be as fast. You'd just get more XP with this. There you go, another void angler. So I mean, the Atlantean Storm is super good. You just get mythical after mythical here, as you can see. Mythicals, legendaries, mutated with subspace, mutated with hexed, especially with no life rod. It's all happening, and it's all going to build you a great income. And we just got a sparkling version of the legendary there. That's pretty cool. Obviously, if you do end up fishing at the ancient isle spot, you do have the chance of catching the secret fish, the banana, which has a crazy value. And if you're able to get subspace on that, it's going to be insane. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your fishing spot. You do have the chance to get the secret banana fish. Whoa, sparkling glossy Maelstrom Shark. We are cooking here. Wow. Right, I think that'll do us for fishing. Let's head back to Moosewood and see just how much money we made in like 10 minutes of doing that. I mean, we caught some crazy good stuff, didn't we? Let's just appraise some stuff, but just see how much it's worth. Sparkling subspace void angler. That's gonna be worth 32,000 cash. The sparkling glossy maelstrom shark is gonna go for 8,000. A bit less, but still pretty good. Sparkling subspace coral emperor is gonna go for 28,000. So the money you're gonna be making is absolutely bonkers, man. It's crazy. So hop on this method right away and you'll be making millions in no time, I'll tell you that. Let me know how you get on with these fishing spots and how much money you make down in the comments. I'll be interested to see if this really works for everybody out there. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace. I'm off to go get rich. BRB.